Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about Enneagram Sevens in love. If you're an Enneagram 7 and want to understand yourself and how you relate to others, then keep watching. Or if you're dating or married to a 7, this video also is going to help you learn how to relate to your beloved 7 so much better. And watch till the end because I'm going to be sharing 3 tips on how to love your 7 well. Hi, I'm Tyler Zock, pastor, Enneagram coach, author of the 40-day Gospel for Enneagram Devotional series, and your personal guide to helping you transform your life, relationships, and workplace by giving you spot-on truths for your type. So keep watching if you want to feel seen, understood, and challenged to let go of the things that are keeping you stuck in your personal and professional life. And make sure to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on more free content coming up next week. Now, let's get to it. Sevens are joyful, playful, and fun-loving, right, Sevens? Sevens want to make their partner happy while remaining independent. There's this tension of wanting to please and connect, but not get trapped in clingy relationships, okay? They like to have their boundaries. Sevens love their partner when their partner gives them autonomy and freedom. They love freedom above all. Sevens can get impulsive and spontaneous, right? They're fun, but sometimes it's hard to keep up with them, all right? They're fast moving and always on the go. They have countless ideas and plans, which may sometimes exhaust their partner when they are running after all kinds of things. So sevens need help staying grounded, right? They need someone to keep them less scattered and all over the place and more focused and in one spot. They need sometimes help with the details as well. Sevens find it hard to express emotions like sadness and anger, and especially grief, right? Grief feels like a straitjacket. And they just feel like they're drowning when they get into those emotions. And so if you're in a relationship with a 7, you're just going to have a lot of patience and grace for them in this area and encourage them to explore those emotions and to know that they're not going to be trapped by those emotions, but they're going to be more mature and they're going to be stronger individuals as they navigate through those emotions. Sevens, it's hard for them to commit to plans because they want to keep their options open, right? They like to keep the calendar open. And so oftentimes they might say, well, I don't know if I'm going to do that yet, or if I don't know if I want to commit to that yet, because doing so is going to limit their future options. And so sometimes it's going to be hard to pin sevens down. Sevens find it tiring when they have to always be the fun one. And so if you're in a relationship with a 7, make sure to jump in sometimes. You can initiate the fun sometimes too. Don't let them be the one that's always initiating, because that can be tiring to be the party person and always the one that's initiating fun adventures. They love it when you jump in and help them fulfill that role sometimes. Sevens help their loved ones live life to the fullest. They make ordinary activities feel like a brand new adventure. And living with them is like taking one long magic carpet ride. And that's why we love sevens so much, is they help us to get the most out of life. When dating a 7, don't get boring. Bring the energy, because when a dating relationship gets boring, sevens look for the fire exit. Right? Sevens are usually the ones to dump others, unfortunately. They can be heartbreakers. They can bounce from one relationship to the next if it's not exciting, if it gets boring. And so if you're in a relationship with a 7, you don't have to be somebody else, but you definitely want to bring the energy and bring your full self to the table because they love energy. Okay? Sevens are up for doing anything with their partner at least once. That's what I hear. They can be risk takers. The thought of doing something new is invigorating to them. And so that's one of the best things about 7 is if you have a new idea you want to try, if you want to go skydiving, they'll be like, sure, why not? They're great risk takers. Sevens often get what they want because they can be so persuasive. Sevens are so persuasive. They don't like being told no. It's one of the words that is not in their dictionary is no, which means they can be hard to argue with. So if you're in a relationship with a 7, don't be afraid to tell them no. They might throw a little bit of a tantrum, but it will be good for them. Right, 7s? Okay. 7s need to talk less and ask their partner more questions. 7s, you typically like to talk a lot and talk at a more of a rapid speed than others. And so one of the things you can work on, 7s, in the relationship is talking 50% less. That's a good goal to shoot for. Talk less to create more space for others to engage and share what's going on in their life. And so you can be good listeners and good empathizers. Okay? And by the way, I want to say here as we move along, if there's anything that's really resonating with you, please leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what you agree with or maybe what you disagree with, okay? All right, let's keep moving on. When a 7's partner has a hard day, typically 7s will use humor to make them feel better. It's just one of their gifts. The amount of humor and wit that they bring to a relationship can make you feel good in the darkest of times. They know how to make you laugh and feel good. But 7s tend to sweep pain and conflict under the rug. When it comes to conflict in the relationship, they tend to be very conflict avoidant. So sometimes you may have to light their hair on fire before they admit that there's a problem in the relationship. They may keep saying, no, it's fine, or I'm okay. But they need to be pushed to enter into conversations that need to be had, right? To experience feelings that they need to feel in order to mature and resolve conflict and meet the needs of others and make the relationship work. 7s can come off as argumentative because they say things without thinking sometimes. Words just escape their mouth before they think about it. So 7s, when you find yourself in this position, don't just brush it off like, I didn't really mean it. No, take ownership of it. If you had a sharp tongue, ask for forgiveness, all right? And if you're in a relationship with a 7, just know that this happens quite a bit, and they might not always mean what they say. So to back up, not to make assumptions, but to say, hey, what did you mean by that? Tell me more. Because oftentimes they might backtrack and say, oh, well, I didn't mean this. This is what I meant. And give them an opportunity to explain themselves and apologize if they need to. Along these lines, 7s can be good debaters, but are often just throwing ideas out there. Remember, they are quick on their feet, and they know how to challenge, especially authority, and they might be doing it just for the fun of it. So don't take things too personally with the 7, but get them to slow down once more and find out what they mean. Okay? When unhealthy, 7s can be callous and lacking in empathy. Right? Unhealthy 7s are not helpful when you are suffering or in pain, because typically they'll only be thinking about themselves. But healthy 7s are going to be more in tune with your feelings. They're going to be more in tune with what you have to say, and they're going to be empathetic and putting themselves in your shoes and doing a better job of caring for you and nurturing you when you're not doing so well. Okay? Physical intimacy is easier for a 7 than creating an emotional connection. For other types, it's the opposite. But for a 7, they're not afraid to get physical faster because it's fun and they are more risk takers. Okay, and here's some final thoughts on 7s, why I think 7s are so great. First, they always keep the relationship positive and upbeat. I love that. I just feel good around my 7 friends. When 7s are fully committed, they make their partner feel loved, happy, and satisfied. Right? They are bright, they are contagious, and they are sunny. And so their partner always says, there ain't no sunshine when they're gone. That is so true. There is a lot of sad and dark things in the world, but we can make it through when we have a 7 in our life. At the beginning, I said I'd share 3 tips on how we can love our type 7s well, and here they are. 1, bring in positive and affirming information before discussing information that might not be so positive or maybe will be difficult for a 7 to hear. Right? So employ positivity, affirmation, good ideas to solve the issue in an upbeat way. Or if you come as a Debbie Downer to a 7, it will shut them down and make them want to run away from the conversation. But if you stay positive, affirming, bringing solutions, they will want to stay in the conversation. Secondly, listen patiently to their grand visions, their new ideas, and their stories without shutting them down. They just need more space. It's like a love language. They need lots of space for them to share the new ideas and what's intriguing, right? They love being able to express that, and for you not to be like, okay, all right. No, they want you to say, wow, like that's an amazing idea. That's incredible. Now, remember, they're not always going to act on all their ideas, so you don't need to get worried just because they're going so hard at one idea and describing this new idea. It doesn't mean they're actually going to follow through on it. All right, so just let them play in the sandbox. Let them share all their ideas and get them out. And for you to share their enthusiasm, not shutting them down, like that will be such a loving thing to do for them. And then thirdly, be creative when asking them to do something. Right? They dislike mundane things, boring things, right? So come up with some interesting, fun ideas, date nights for you to go on with them. And when you do that, they're going to feel more connected to you. They love being connected to their partner, chasing new opportunities and doing new things together. That is something that they love so much. And so make sure not to make life boring, but to bring your full self, bring your energy, and come up with spontaneous, fun ideas for you to do with them together. Okay, that's all for today. Do you want to learn more? Well, I'm writing a devotional book for every Enneagram type that's filled with scripture, powerful truths for your type, plus 3 reflection questions and a daily prayer and action step at the end of each day. So go check out those books. I'll put a link in the description. And I'm actually writing the Type 7 book right now as I share this video, and it will be out around June of 2023. So make sure to look for that. And if you love the content today, make sure to hit the like button to tell YouTube to share it with more people. I would appreciate that. And now you can either keep learning about how other Enneagram types are in love right here, or check out this playlist with over 90 minutes of teaching on all Enneagram types right here. And I'll see you in the next video.